remember other systems in your vehicle are also being bedded in the same process. So it's not just the engine that is turning over for the first time. So are the suspension units, so are the brakes, and so are so many other systems. So give it time. We've heard of stories about new vehicles and you'll get a burning smell from the vehicle. That is also completely normal. It's all the plastics heating up for the first time. It's all the workers' hands all over the engine, leaving oil stains behind, whatever spillages have happened along the way, waxes that are in places that they shouldn't be. All of this burning off will cause smells. This is completely normal
Is
too.
there a distinctive smell that you remember?
I remember that before the evap canisters came to all the vehicles, during running in, I'd smell a lot more petrol. And post first service, the vehicle would smell a lot less petrol-y. But now they just smell like hot plastic. And then post running in, that hot plastic smell sort of goes away, and then they sort of smell normal. What did you notice?
There's a smell that I only associate with Bajaj.
Oh,
right? Yeah.
Okay.
Because all the exhausts used to be, I mean, a lot of the bikes, the Pulsars, I guess, used to have the exhaust also finished in black. Right? So when they got hot and they were new, there's that one smell that would be distinctive, that would be of Pulsars, I'm going to say now, right?
I know what comments you're going to get on this.
Why?
It's the melting shoe smell from newer Royal Enfields while they learn that the exhaust route is about to get on their shoe.
But you don't remember this? Like,
No, I don't.
in my head, it's the black paint of the exhaust and a new bike, right?
Nice.
And that's something that I remember. It may have happened with other vehicles as well, but Bajaj was one of the first few to go with that all black, blacked out treatment and all. So I kind of stuck in my head.
I didn't know Pulsars had a new bike smell.
Yeah, but yeah, that is something I remember.
Yeah.
If any of you do, please support. Okay, support kijiye. One of the things, I remember another friend used to have Figo, and I remember having this conversation with him and him saying that, it's, I don't know, it's not feeling good. And this is not when it's new, it's a few years later. So I asked him, gala saaf kiya kya? He said, what do you mean? Like, nahi, gala saaf kiya kya? Every time you have a itch in your throat or something, you're just feeling a little stuffy, you just... I believe that even the vehicles need that. Every now and then, if you've just been using them carefully, right? You need to rev them up. You need to give them, let them feel what they are actually designed and engineered to do. And I think just from a physical standpoint, it clears up stuff. Like, if the injectors are a little clogged, the high pressure run will clean stuff out.
Oh,
if
yeah.
there's a little bit of carbon deposits happening somewhere, that will also get, it'll all get kind of cleaned up.
My father still doesn't know why a Maruti 800 would run much smoother if I had just driven it versus if he had driven it continuously.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He would come back and say, did something to the car? No, I didn't. It's very smooth today. I said, yeah, I know. Then he drive it for a week, 10 days, not let me drive it. Then I drive it for 1 day. Again, the car is very smooth. It works.
It was a happy car. It felt its purpose.
Yeah, remember, peak torque is roughly when your engine's running the smoothest and best. It's when the combustion is at its best. It's there that you want to go very often if you can, and all the systems will run well. But if you baby the car, you're constantly just off idle and crawling through, things will slowly start to clog up. And clearing those clogs can be done by service by paying money, or you could just drive a little bit better. I'm not even saying faster, I'm just saying drive better. And driving better is not about, I know what's going on around me, it's also about managing your engine a little bit better. Right, to close off the running thing, the final part is, once you're through first service, do check your manual ones. Some of them expect you to maintain rev limits even after that for a little bit. I honestly don't think you need to. But if you'd like to be careful, not what your warranty, etc., okay, fair enough, do that. But to me, first 200, 250 kilometers, 99% of what you're going to achieve with the run-in is done. And today, no matter what vehicle you buy from whichever brand, the technology is at a place where running in cannot make a significant difference to the long-term reliability of a vehicle, positively or negatively. So the amount of effort you're putting into this, honestly, it's pure emotion. It's as emotional as him trying to vary the revs very carefully with his car and me trying to change the oil halfway through. Both of these are completely useless things. And if you don't do it, not much is going to change.
Okay, if you have your formula, we'd like to hear about it and disagree with you on that, okay?
In the two-stroke days, there was arguments about should you put castor oil versus coconut oil versus which other oil to help the ring seat and put carbon deposits in the right place early on and then ride it a certain way and all of this drama. Thankfully, the four-strokes, none of this nonsense happens. But I remember there was a garage full of new engines, RD350s, and you could smell castor oil burning and coconut oil burning and various other oil burning. It was nauseating. But this was a thing.
It's got science behind it.
So I've come seeing all of this drama to like, yeah, just
right.
Yeah, it'll be fine. right? And I know people who've taken brand new vehicles and gone on tour, right? I don't know how careful you can be, and I think they sat on the highway at the same speed for a long time, etc., etc. None of them are really suffering. Could their vehicle have 3% more performance than you're experiencing? Yes, possibly. Do you have the skill to understand what this 3 performance is, or have an environment where you can experience this 3% difference on a regular basis? I don't think so. If you'd like to see more content like this, it's on the main MotorInc channel. Like, share, subscribe. There, not here. Okay, here also.